Sounds pretty good, eh? Sounds good, but doesn't handle very good. See, ever since we've put these absolute schmeats of a tire onto this car, the suspension has not been able to keep up. So we're going to fix that with these, along with a custom alignment and some sway bar adjustments. So these are DS series BC Racing coilovers. DS series means it is a digressive damper. And what that means is that these coilovers offer increased damping force at low piston velocities, but still maintain a linear force at high piston velocities. And what that means is that going over bumps still won't be uncomfortable, but slower things like turning in, maneuvering around a corner, those will all be stiffer. And what that means, more responsive without sacrificing streetability. In addition to that, stiffer springs. These springs will be able to handle the grip level that the car has much better than the slightly softer springs that are in it now. Another cool thing about BC coilovers, they have extended top hats. So you don't have to worry about bottoming out your rear coilover travel, because that is a common issue on Miatas. And obviously a huge thanks to BC Racing for sending these out for Molly. If you guys need coilovers for your car, check them out. They've got so many coilovers for so many different cars, and they've got so many different types of coilovers for so many different applications. Now, there's not much else to say about these specifically. Let's get Molly on the lift, start taking her apart, take the old coilovers out. Still got plenty of tread on the back at least. First step, break loose all the bushings so you can actuate the suspension. Bingo, bongo, bingo. Sway bar has to be disconnected yet again so you can actuate the suspension. With that, 3 bolts for the coilover. And then watch. Whoa, down she goes. If you don't loosen those things, trust me, it's just loosen them, all right? I know you want to be lazy and don't do it. You're gonna have to have someone standing on the control arm to give you enough clearance. It just ain't worth it, brother. Still kinda can be a bit finagly, but that was easy, so. Coilover's out. Haven't told you guys, just giving it a secret, but we're actually installing a lift kit on this. I'm gonna be rally crossing Molly. Probably gonna cut up all the fenders, bang in the quarter panel to fit like some 30-inch tires. I think I'm actually gonna pull the motor and put a naturally aspirated one in there again, make it a little bit more reliable. I think painting it pink, plastic dip it pink. Don't think that lock washer is doing a whole lot. Now, it's not necessary to remove the control arm, but I'm going to adjust them. Down it goes, Jesus. Okay, here we go. A little precarious because you don't want the axle to pop out. A little bit easier to get out on that side. So with that, we got our old Fortune 500s out of there. For being in there for so long, they look still pretty good. There's nothing wrong with these coilovers. They're fine, but these DS series are gonna be definitely a huge upgrade. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rears first, because I don't want those axles to pop out. So I'm gonna throw the coilovers in, give us a little bit more negative camber with the upper control arms. Then we're gonna give everything a nice clean before we torque it down and go for alignment. Heave, men! Harris was paid. I screwed the heim joints in 2 turns on each side, so that should give us a little bit more camber. So I'm not fully torquing down everything because you want the suspension to be at ride height before you torque the bushings down. But I am just getting it a little bit closer to snug. That way I don't have to be cranking on it while I'm under the car. Oh, not that bad. So I'm moving the front sway bar from the middle adjustment to the tighter adjustment. So that should kind of even enhance the turn-in that much more. Front is all done. Put back together. Now we gotta do the back. Much better. So about 3 inches lower in the front, 4 in the back. I mean, this is about the height that it was at. Maybe the rear is a bit tall. 20 millimeters lower in the front, maybe? How many? 20, 25, 30 in the rear. Yeah, I think it might be pretty perfect. There's only one way to find out. Doesn't seem like it's hitting. No rubbing here. How's it look? I don't think it rubbed. The bump? Nothing, bro.
Really?
Cloud. No rubbing either. Does it look any lower? Oh yeah.
Well, okay.
I still, but I didn't used to do that on the hill before. The problem about this shop is there's not a single spot that is flat without lots of shims. I mean, maybe up there, that's probably the flattest area, but even then it's not flat. Shop ain't flat, this definitely ain't flat. I guess that's also kind of flat, but it's gravel. I've got a good idea. I'm gonna go home. My home is flat. even with you in here, it doesn't rub yet.
That's good.
Right now I've got the damping right in the middle, just right as how it came. And it feels way more planted. Obviously, I'm not gonna push it that hard on the street here.
Please don't.
Hey, it didn't rub!
That was good.
Normally it rubs really bad on that bump.
Hey, you.
And it's lower than it was. The springs are 20% stiffer than the old coilovers, and it rides smoother. Oh my God. Stay on your side of the road, you fucking idiot.
God damn.
We almost got Adam LZ'd.
Yes.
All right, so that's why you stay on a racetrack, but that feels pretty awesome. This is without the alignment too. We're getting it aligned tomorrow, but wanted to drive it before then. Still feels quite good, you know. The alignment might be fine. I want to try turning the damping all the way up real quick and then going back down that road.
Next to this 5 Series. Hey, you.
All right, damping's fully maxed out. Don't know why I would ever really drive it like that, but I had to do that on the old coilover to attempt to conquer the bounciness. It's definitely stiffer, holy cow. But when you're on the track and you're really pushing the grip, it'll probably be better like this. Oh yeah,
That was good.
much better. Oh. It's a little lower than it used to be, that's for sure. The damping does a lot. I mean, it's significantly stiffer right now. It really makes the lack of alignment obvious because it's darting all over the road. But easy. Yeah, definitely not full damping on the street. That sucks. And if you hear this clanking, it's the hardtop is loose. I still have the factory latches, but ugh, I just bought new latches for that. But hey, the fact that the old coilovers were on full stiffness and they felt like these coilovers on the softer side is a good sign for these ones for sure. So I'd say that's a huge success. There's one more thing though. Bonus modifications. If you were looking closely, I got clear side markers for this car, courtesy of Ding Dong Drift. He makes these, he actually 3D prints them. They look awesome, but not with the halogens, because then they turn brown. And then in addition to that, one of the bulbs went out in the taillights. So I thought, you know what? Now's a good time to finally do the LED conversion. Side marker lights, reverse lights, brake lights, resistors, which I hopefully won't need. Much better. Run! It's like water balloons for adults.
Ow. Ow. Light bulbs.
Yeah, it's a bulbous object you throw at someone and it explodes. This time with very dangerous glass. Later that night, I was able to test the LEDs in the dark, and they are awesome. Now, the next day, I took Molly to Top Dog Tire in Athens to get aligned. They did an absolute fantastic job with my lowered car, meeting the custom specs that I gave them. If you guys live near Athens and need alignments, tire mounting balancing, or just general work on your car, check them out. Yet again, a huge thanks to Top Dog Tire for getting Molly driving mint. Now we gotta get it sounding mint, because it's clunky, clunky, no bueno.
What?
Clunky, clunky, no bueno. Nothing too fancy, just some brackets to actually bolt the hardtop on instead of clamping it on with the stock mounts. Now the problem is I think I'm gonna have to be drilling out some holes. So remember, young Caleb tried to take those lashes off and stripped all the Phillips heads. We'll see, maybe I can fix young Caleb's mistake. For some reason, these have red Loctite, so, oh God. Whew, that could've been bad. Yeah, why? There we go. That should fix our clanking, and that's it. Now, what I didn't tell you guys, the reason why we did all this now, besides the fact that we're waiting for metal for that, sorry again about that, is because we are taking it to a very special track driving event. They're called downforce battles. They've also been called like gymkhana. Wait, gymkhana? Is it gymkhana?
I have no idea how to pronounce the word.
Yeah, it's gymkhana, but it doesn't sound right. Gymkhana, whatever. Gymkhana. Essentially what it is it's a head-to-head autocross, which makes it sound lame, but it's cool, I promise. It's two mirrored tracks side by side, and it's a race through the track and back. We're bringing Molly to compete in that. She should dominate. Almost 400 horsepower, lots of grip on a small track, and it is a tournament, so like I could actually win, which is pretty cool. We'll see though. I haven't grip driven anything but a go-kart in a long time, so it might suck. So that is gonna be the next video. If you wanna watch it right now, you can click up there, become a patron, support the channel, get early access to videos and a bunch of other exclusive content. After that, we're putting these on something, a new car to be specific, and then after that, hopefully we have the metal for the drift truck. I'm sorry the drift truck has been away for so long, but we're gonna finish it before the end of the season and take it for some rips. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you again for BC Racing for providing the coilovers, such a huge upgrade. And thank you for Top Dog Tire here in Athens for doing the alignment. Peace out and goodbye.